staff member
18
retire.
is the early
Davian.
Vizio. You're 67. You can't retire yet.
Dude, a guy I
Davian, you
consistently
also have
sold for 47 is now being sold for like 28. I feel like I've been owned. My Bellingham dreams are shattered.
Good.
You're all lucky I remember how to skip having to read emails just then.
So,
it's very handy to do that. Yeah.
All right, this is for you, Ito and Rogue.
Here's another fun thing.
Nice.
Because Zlatan retired so suddenly, I have to replace him as captain, but I want to wait until the beginning of the season to actually appoint a new captain. So Gianluigi Buffon is going to be captain of Hertha Berlin for a month in the off season.
Isn't he retiring too?
I believe that's why it works.
The point was that he's retiring.
Nice.
Unlike Zlatan, who simply goes, "I'm retiring."
Yes, literally, he said, "I'm retiring tomorrow."
I have retired.
Yeah, the way it works is that Zlatan will decide. I've decided Zlatan retired.
Let's be fair. He did give 24 hours notice. Very reasonable.
Extremely reasonable.
I feel like it just took him 24 hours to find the fax machine to send in the papers.
Or to clean out his locker there.
He's actually he spent 24 hours peeling every bit of Zlatan merchandise from the grounds and just took it home with him. And everyone went, "Wait a minute!"
Just carrying armfuls of 6
It's
foot
like he
tall
was never
fabric.
there.
He's uprooting the statue you built from outside of the ground,
Well, I'm gonna have to pay Gay a bit more than I wanted to, but I got him.
Hey, I'm in 50th place in the European
Oh,
League.
baby! You win the Champions League format. Yeah.
I am 121st. I am 120. I'm the 121st biggest club in Europe.
Well, it's based on the last 5 years, right?
Me.
So,
Carmick, you're above me.
I am above Hertha.
Why is Bayern first? Why did it go up?
I've only been in Europe one season in the last 5 years. You've been in multiple.
Yeah, I've been in 2.
Yeah,
So
that's more than one.
Dude, why are Bayern I guess because they won the first Champions League before.
Oh, and Cole got in the Champions League. Look.
Hold on.
Yes, the new format, baby.
Apparently,
it's time for the new format.
Apparently, winning the Conference League only gives you 0.5 fewer points than winning the Europa League.
Yeah, because the Conference League is real and our friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the Bayern thing is based off the last 5 years. So I guess they've gotten to the.
Yeah, they did win the
later
Champions
stages.
League.
Yeah, they won the
2 years
Champions League in
ago.
2020, and then have regularly gone pretty deep. So that is why they're so high up. Frankfurt, I think, is 9th.
Yep.
God, do you remember that season where we almost relegated Dortmund? That was so fucking funny.
That would have been wonderful.
We almost kept them out of Europe, but they got a fucking slot because of the
change. Yeah,
because of me.
that too.
Well, I think we would have gotten an extra slot from being the second nation by coefficient, regardless of your win.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I hope AI Coln win the league this year.
Yeah, I think it's just by that.
You could actually get a 5th slot under the previous system, but the person who won either Europa or Champions League would need to have not placed in the Champions League slots.
Mm-hmm. I think technically with this system, couldn't you have? Or no, I think you can. The maximum is 6.
Yeah, it was max 5 in the previous system, so even if both Champions League and Europa League winners were in the division and didn't place top 4, you would still only get 5 slots. So it would take away whoever placed in 4th, basically, would drop down a slot.
Which would always be Tottenham.
Yeah, it happened once, I think.
It did. It was great.
To Tottenham specifically.
Remember when they before they actually gave a spot to the Champions League winner, and they had to like improvise because Liverpool won the Champions League while not qualifying for Europe.
That is extremely funny.
And so then Liverpool had to like go through the entire qualifying system and play
Yeah,
like
they
a
have to
bunch
beat
of
the
tiny
fucking
teams.
Armenian and fucking Gibraltarian teams.
Bring on Malta.
Alright, so folks, I got some players winning their first international caps.
Any particularly cool ones?
I mean, I think Jonas David is cool, but
I meant cool nationalities.
But no.
What's
Nigerian
international
Ghana,
duty?
not super. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had 15 players on international duty, Verdant. Like this is not like you are in the championship. You are not in like actual lower leagues.
Verdant also played Wolfsburg last season.
St. Pauli's like a real club.
Yeah, they probably have actual fans.
3 players on international duty?
Yeah, is it one of them your captain?
Slim, this is like some fucking. This is like
hovering around St. Pauli looking to stab them in the throat for no reason.
International.
So I need to make a loss of not more than £4.3 million for FFP for Europe, and I'm projected to. My current profit is £110 million. I don't know how the fuck these are calculated.
So my team captain just retired. I'm hiring him back as another 19th coach.
That's how it goes.
That's the way it goes some days. Eventually you're gonna have all 4 pillars working in the office. Except, no, wait, what's that? Your new captain's taking your entire team and forming another club. What? How did this happen? They're naming it after Noah's Ark for some reason. What?
Well, he can have my 2s because it doesn't have a name, and it really does need one. So he can just take that if he wants.
I would love if your 2s actually got promoted through the leagues, and you saw them and they had no name on the league table. They were just menacing.
That would be good.
Aston Villa have offered 14 million to 16 million for Andrea Silva of RB Leipzig.
I'm still confused as to why I can see like Bochum 2s have a name when I load up the game in single player, but not in here.
Yeah, that's the same when I simmed him back a couple of saves ago. But it's something in multiplayer just broke him.
Well,
Bochum, more like broke
It
him.
might be something to do with like Oblitz files? I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, now it's my fault, is it?
No, I'm not saying it's your fault.
He's just implying it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there can be like weird differences like that. Because there are some things that are like set in the save, and something like it's possible for names to be affected by those. Anyway, there are certain files that can overwrite names in the database, like team names and stuff.
I really embarrass Ollie McBurney because he refused his other contracts to sign with me, and then I canceled it. So then he had to go back to Hibernian.
You fucking ruined Ollie McBurney's life.
I mean, going back to Hibs is basically a fate worse than death.
I guess he's not working out of shit.
Yeah, imagine having to live in disgusting, evil Edinburgh when you could live in beautiful Sheffield.
You hear
What's
that
the
wistful
difference
sigh?
between I want to make sure we improve in goal and I'll be making improvements to the strike force?
Those seem like opposite things.
Yeah. In
You
goal
also
is
probably not
keeping-
promise either of them, because
Yeah,
promises
you
to
also-
improve
also-
are really fucky.
Yeah, they are very finicky about what they determine to be an improvement.
Yeah, be
Yeah,
very
just never
careful
promise
agreeing to
anything.
that stuff. Only agree to it if it's absolutely necessary for a critical player, and even then, be prepared for it to go wrong.
Yeah, I will, if I'm negotiating a contract with someone, I will remove it first thing if that's like part of a thing.
Yeah, I'd rather make them like captain and shit than do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So correct me if I'm wrong. In goal is like goalkeeper defense, or
It's literally
goalkeeper,
in goal is goalkeeper only.
okay.
Yeah.
Because he is, as it were, the only one who's in the goal. If your centre backs are in the goal, there's a problem. You've done something wrong.
Well, no, or you've done
Or
something.
they're
waste.
making a really cool goal line clearance.
I repeat, something has gone wrong.
I did.
Yeah, that's
There.
I did think I had one time when my goalkeeper messed it up and a center back somehow got far enough back to save it from being a goal.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
it happens in both FM and real life.
It's
Yeah,
awesome. It's
the
it's like the
classic-
coolest thing a player can do without
yeah,
scoring a
the
goal.
classic thing is, of course, is that heroics, defensive heroics are cool as hell, but also if you are seeing defensive heroics, something has gone extremely
Because we
wrong.
haven't seen the goalkeeping heroics.
Everyone hates the code of conduct.
I mean, did you change it from what they proposed?
I've never seen anybody have issues with the code of conduct.
I've
except
never had
The
that
only
either.
time you do is if you change it.
Even then, did you send
So
it? I think
I'm
it's a 2-week
hearing
time?
from that stickering that
That's what I did
Verdant
last
changed
time,
it.
and they got offended that I didn't go hard enough.
A different club got offended you didn't go hard enough.
They
So
thought
you
I went
went
slightly
too hard?
too hard, actually.
Well, that kind of
We
makes
can't
sense.
discuss it. It's Llama and Verdant.
Oh, yeah, Kevin Ellers did really good. And then Baidu's all right. Yeah, this was all fine.
Come on, Zlatan, accept the offer.
we've
Mayhaps,
hit in general the period of the first Windows save where everyone has like thrown out their flurry of offers and now everyone's just waiting to see which ones actually come in.
I'm actually waiting till I'm in Bundesliga 2 so I can actually offer loans to players. But...
Yeah, that's. I'm waiting until I'm in the Bundesliga proper so I can get my loans. And then I'm also going to eventually have maybe 10 million euros to play with.
Yeah, I need to spend my 13 mil. Maybe sell someone, which I'm really terrible at because I never want to get rid of anyone.
Except when they're bad.
I will sell close to 100 million.
Well, when they're bad,
shares.
you don't get any offers for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm kind of in the thing where like I got a lot of 3 stars, but like 3 stars are my bread and butter. I never know which ones to get rid of.
Well, this is when you start looking beyond the stars, as it were.
My God, being actually engaged in the game.
Yes. Try to have some understanding of like the numbers and what they mean.
I mean, at the
You have,
very
to,
least,
you have to go slim mode and
Do-
just decide
do
the certain
not-
stuff you care
Do
about.
not
until you go.
ever understand anything. Go exclusively off of vibes.
That's also.
How's
an
that
option.
worked out for you, Lama?
Yes, Zlatan. Zlatan is coming.
Yes,
Only
Nicholas
'cause you turned
Nardi
down my
is
under 19s.
finally out of the fucking club. I've been trying to get rid of him for 5 transfer windows.
You have finally assassinated
How long
this man.
National Nightmare is over?
I was paying him £4,000 a week for 2 years. What the fucker?
It's good work if you can get it.
He's shit.
I
It's
mean, I'm
good
sure
work
football, but I'd
if you
accept
can
work
get
out
it.
for the week.
But he's like just not shit enough that people should have bought him and didn't. Also, I need to continue.
Oblak?
Liverpool make Tielemans offer.
Lamau. Oblak, can I get Amin Laka again?
Honestly, I don't see why not. Lamau.
This is when I get promoted to Bundesliga 1 and then I buy Amin Laka and it's like stonks.
I'd be fine with that. He's one of those ones I'm literally just developing for sale.
So that will be the system working.
All right, my transfer, my scouting reports come in. Endrick's potential is still very high. So if someone wants to buy him and risk it,
like I said, I'm waiting for the transfer to be confirmed so that they can't actually pull out of it.
At the shirt signing, you just see Oblet in the background doing a voodoo ritual to him.
Right, I just sort of like a strange man in a suit with like barcodes on his head just sort of shows up, throws some scissors into the toilet, and that's the last that anyone ever sees of Endrick.
Damn, can all my fucking staff stop retiring?
He's already dead.
Also, I should. Would anybody like to buy Königsdorfer?
Sounds like a football team.
It does.
Latan is now in charge of press conferences.
Hell yeah.
He is a guy who I'm not a fan of him.
Oh, that's right. One of my coaches is Robin Van Persie.
But he's got good potential by my standards. He's probably not great.
I will loan him for free.
I'm trying to tell him,
I know. I'm gonna keep saying that to everyone's players.
Hey, you're welcome to the next Michael Balakin, the 2 that
I'm on too much thin ice with my board to do free loans anymore. You gotta at least pay 50% wages.
You want
Your board's stupid. That home loan totally worked out for you.
Do you want Philip
You're still mad though.
Bilbija on loan?
Yeah, but he's like actually a good player.
Let me find him, dude. Let me investigate him.
Apparently,
He posts the spelling.
The club with no name has jumped up from 1-star rep to 4-star rep. It is now one of the most popular clubs in Germany.
Oh, it's not. What the fuck did I just do?
The problem with Flip Bilbija is he plays on the wrong side.
That's fine.
I have one good winger and he plays on the left.
I am trying to get folks out the door, which is the secret.
Monaco has bought a perfectly decent guy for way too much money. Wonderful.
To generate enough money to put on the table in front of me to look at Oblet and just kind of like nod at Luka Ambrose.
I'd like to let everybody know I've now signed AC Brehan.
Is this enough up front, Oblet?
I don't know.
Folks, we got our man. Rodrigo Ribeiro is coming to Stuttgart.
They wanted me to hire a German, so I hired Julian Draxler.
Attention, I have signed another 17-year-old midfielder.
You are fucked up.
Oh shit, I was looking at signing him on a free, and I forgot.
He's English!
Yeah.
Yes, which means he's comically overvalued.
Oh my god.
Nice.
I actually had that guy on my list of free transfers to look at.
I just signed Nico from Barcelona.
Oh, I just realized. You want to know what my problem is? You want to know what I just remember what my problem is? My scouting range is just Central Europe.
Lol.
I want to fix that.
No, I'm gonna leave it.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'm good, man.
I don't have any money.
But seriously, I don't understand why Barcelona sold this guy to me for $7 million.
There are comically
Barcelona
bad
don't really understand their finances either.
Yeah, you know what? True.
Like, it's like expecting rationality from madness.
I ran with Nico as a midfielder for like 5 years on loan.
21 was the beautiful age where you could just chain loans over and over. Now you can never loan a player for 2 seasons in a row, or it just won't work for whatever reason.
They've literally put in a thing to.
Why would I pay 40 million for Sivert Mansford when I could pay 7 million for Nico? You know?
Well, we got our replacement for Carmona, Malo Gusto, coming to Freiburg.
By the way, Carmick.
Oh, Malagusto is really good.
Yeah.
That means the Lavia loan is on.
Oh, it is on. Good. Cool.
Yeah, because Nico was the guy I wanted to get confirmation on.
Yeah. Good. Well, as
Malagusto good?
I am
with.
I am actually in the league.
He was good for me in the last.
Yeah, that's fine.
He was better in 21. Also, I think Cthulhu sold him for a ridiculous. He sold him for like 60 million to fucking Sheffield because he won the Champions League that year. Malagusto played 2 games in it.
He'll do the job at wingback. Is basically what I want from him.
Oh, wingback. Yeah, I guess he's okay. He was a winger.
Oh yeah, if he was a winger, I would not be buying him. I've got 4 out of 5.
I find it interesting how little competition there seems to have been for.
I'm stunned that nobody was going for my dudes, but I'm happy about it.
Same.
Oh, all right. Sick. Thank you.
Ah, damn.
You know what? I just remembered that I set all of my staff to get hired by my tactical director.
It's fine.
So my tactical director just hired me a new head of youth development, and I just it just appeared, and I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
I mean, if there is one position that you should hire yourself, it's head of youth development.
Olet, I don't see any major problems with this guy.
I mean, maybe he is good.
He's
but
fairly professional.
Trash. Not good enough.
Here's the thing, Oblit. I'm never gonna search for fucking personality.
Boo.
I need to find something to kick off so I can off the training schedule so I can put another recovery in there.
I have periodically looked for better heads of youth development, but honestly, the one I started with is like pretty good, and I can't really find anyone better that I can actually sign. Like, he's got professional personality, good stats in the 3 things that the world cares about. Also, he's Ghanaian, so you know. Theory.
Should I sign another center mid?
No.
Yes.
I might just go midfield only this year.
You only have 3. You can only. Theoretically, you could fit 6 people into a midfield. Theoretically, you fit
Untrue.
9 people into a midfield.
Untrue.
What?
You can, in fact, fit 15 people into midfield.
Are you including?
That is technically correct. That's kind of correct.
AM, M, DM.
Well, actually, that's counting wing backs as midfield.
Don't give me this lawyer shit. I threw out a number. The number is correct.
If you do inverted wingbacks, they kind of are.
See, my complaint.
Labero is kind of a midfielder.
I'm very specifically saying, like, I was just not counting the wide players, but if you're counting the wide players, you know.
Are you legally allowed to play without a goalkeeper?
No.
I didn't think
No, you
so.
actually can't.
So really, you can only fit 10 players in the midfield.
Well, I mean,
Well,
theoretically,
if
if you
you
wanted, you just have to assign a goalkeeper. Theoretically,
Right.
Yeah, I guess you could have the goalkeeper just play
aggressively outfield
in
but,
the midfield.
Like, I mean, once again, I'm just going to say Rene Higuita again. I'm just going to say that name. Greatest goalkeeper of all time.
He's no Joe Lumley.
Fuck off.
Is he the guy that scored a bunch of goals?
Wishes he was Rene Higuita. Rene Higuita was Colombian He's best known, I think, in reality for like the World Cup save against England when he did a scorpion kick.
Yeah, he only actually did that like once. By the way.
But what Higuita actually did was he would just drop the ball at his feet and just dribble until he was fouled, because referees would honestly, they'd be more inclined to rule in his favor. So he would basically just go and bait a foul at the halfway line.
That's sick.
I mean, he's a national legend.
There was like some I think it was somewhere in South America, goalkeeper who like has the record for most goals scored by a goalkeeper.
There's a great tradition in South America of free kicks and penalty goalkeepers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a force multiplier thing because you can put 10 guys in the box rather than 9.
Rogério Ceni of Brazil, 131 goals. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of goalkeeper I would be.
69 penalties, 61 free kicks.
And that means that one other goal.
And yes, I guess one other goal.
One from open play,
5 matches with 2 goals.
Well, I mean, you gotta have a couple if you want to be like the highest in the entire nation. Come on.
I wonder if it's the legendary goal-to-goal kick.
Oh, hey, Ito, are you excited for Solidarity?
I can't wait. I'm buzzing.
I've signed Leandro Morgalla.
Hold on, guys. Wikipedia has a page called List of Goals scored by Rogério Ceni. So we can actually discover what the one goal that wasn't a penalty or free kick was.
My guess is header on corner.
It has to be header on corner.
I mean, that would make sense.
Like, that's gotta be what it is.
It is the other classic because you send the keeper forward in desperation.
There's only 2 kinds of goals I ever see scored by a goalkeeper: the header from a corner or the inexplicable overhead kick from a corner, which I've seen like 4 times, and every time it gets me. It's crazy. I'm not in the Bundesliga 2 yet. It's giving me all the Bundesliga 2 things though.
This is the tick that...
This is the tick.
I'm gonna save after this.
Okay,
That's a good idea.
It looks like it was an indirect free kick.
What?
So I'm assuming
like someone like touched the ball and then he punted it in, or
I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Or he kicked it and hit off someone and went in and wasn't ruled an own goal. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no more information, unfortunately. It just says indirect free kick.
I'd like to offer a shouts out to the.
He scored 2 in that game, by the way.
The Bundesliga 2.
It was a 2-2 draw.
Top 5 signings of the season.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Wow.
Shout out to Luca Pfeiffer, Stuttgart legend.
Yeah, Luca
Honestly,
Pfeiffer.
the Picinovic and Grabara just seem to be on insane deals for how good they are.
I need to offer a contract.
I mean, yeah, this is true. They got real good. They're real good, and I got them for. I got them on deals that were I did a little bit of bargain hunting to get them, and I got them. And then I used that to sign 3 guys and win the league.
Oh my god, I think I just found the highlights for the game. I'm going way too deep on this, I know, but...
Listen, it's a slow session, it's excusable.
This is the session where it's cool, because we're just doing shit.
Not one game is being played.
No, one
I'll
game.
be happy if we get past, July 1st and to like the first week of July. We can get to like training camps, that'll be great.
What's a training camp?
A really easy breezy, good time summer session.
All you need to know, Burden, about training camp is that there's a famous thing Neil Warnock does at every training camp, and that he will ask all the players to put in a couple of quid for the bowling game that they all have, and whoever wins it all. And then he will reveal his custom-made bowling ball from home and win all the money every time.
Good news,
Okay.
everyone.
Also, folks.
My board has massively downgraded our season expectations.
Yeah, you
Same,
too.
mine dropped mine to
Yep.
top half finish from Europa League qualification.
I mean, I didn't actually achieve a top half finish last year, but maybe I could do it this year, right?
Do I believe that I will avoid a relegation battle? What is avoiding a relegation battle?
Staying out of the bottom 3, I think.
It's more than that. You have to be
yeah,
like
probably.
13, 14. Like avoid being in 15 too.
I'm not 100% certain of it, but yeah, you basically, I think you want to be like a couple wins clear of 6.
Well, this is funny.
I mean, my
I can
board was
see the,
pissed at me for not avoiding a relegation battle when I finished 15th. So I can tell you,
Yeah.
even though I was 10 points clear. So
Right, so it may just
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So, a fun fact, I can see the pep talk that the AI gave to the St. Pauli in their last game. They apparently pointed finger, nothing specific.
You know
So
what?
guys,
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna avoid a relegation battle, and that's gonna be my season expectation.
I'm
you should set it as low as
I like how
possible.
we're
My
all-
my board has massively
Everybody is
increased
saying that.
expectations, and now I have to have a mid-standing finish in the Bundesliga 2 instead of just
No.
don't get relegated from the Bundesliga 2.
Who are you playing as?
Sorry, I didn't. You should be able to go right back up.
No. It was
I
really funny. I was literally hired, and my original expectations for this season was don't get immediately relegated to the
That's-
Bundesliga 3, to the
Damn.
3 league.
Well, that was
Yeah.
for the summer. Don't get the team relegated during like the summer break.
Don't
Congratulations.
reveal our massive financial crimes causing us second relegation over the summer.
Yeah, mine's avoid relegation now.
Also, I now have a 2s team.
Hey,
also,
when I get fired, I'll come manage it.
I am officially.
They do not have a
name.
Of course they don't.
I'll still manage it.
Visk.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want a percentage of wages?
I mean, if you can afford to pay a bit of them, I would appreciate it. But like, I know he has very high wages, so like,
Oh, that's funny.
don't worry about it. Maybe if you can afford like 10%.
Oh, I can afford 30.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
One of my
You gotta remember,
former
I didn't have any transfer budget, but I did get like a good wage budget.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I mean, those two
Yeah,
are
those are
somewhat interchangeable. But
Quick update, by the way. I really want it because this is really very cool. It was an indirect free kick in that he passed it to someone else. That person passed it back, and then he scored.
Based.
On top of that, a minute before that happened, he saved a penalty.
That's
Holy shit.
that is
Cruzeiro was down 2-0. He saved a penalty, and then he scored 2 goals.
So you get 10 for that, right?
Or no,
I
sorry,
think I have
Sao
friends
Paulo.
who
He
will
played for Sao
loan
Paulo.
him
Cruzeiro was
to,
up 2-0. He plays for Sao
He's
Paulo.
back. He's back from his current loan, by
I
the
feel
way.
like that's an 11. You get 11 for that.
Yeah.
Spiritually, he scored like 20 goals with that
Still
one goal.
fucked up. You can't do this in FM.
I think you
You
can set
remember-
your goalkeeper to take free kicks.
You can, but do you not remember my quest in 21 to find
Oh
a
yeah.
to take free kicks? The
Mm.
highest free kick taking I found was like 12.
Yeah, I think the best like real free kick
I'm gonna
goalkeeper
look again, but I thought about it.
in the game is Vanya Milinkovic-Savic. Based on my search anyway, who I did have in one of my saves. He was pretty good.
One of my goalkeepers back from my days in Wolfsburg is now playing for the Central Coast Mariners.
Mariners. Motherfucker said Mariners.
What else do you call them?
Mariners.
Actually, I can't really make fun of anyone else's pronunciations today because I did fuck up.
It's alright, I'll do
Good
it.
enough.
I've got it covered.
Listen, making fun of Verdon's pronunciations is like the glue holding this game together.
I guess it's been like 10 years.
Just can't believe this guy's name isn't Hojland.
I mean, I honestly don't know how it's pronounced. Danish is so fucking
It
weird.
probably is like something like Hoyland, like the J, yeah.
But it's,
I mean, we do have to be kinder to Verdant because sometimes we mock them. It's like they're being, crucified on Cavalry Hill.
I'm gonna kill you for that one. I'm gonna beat you to death with a rock.
That's you do that one all the time, alright? Back in the EU4 days when you had reasons to say cavalry, they were Calvary.
apparently
Back
it's
in the EU4
Highland.
days.
Highland.
We're free of them.
So yeah, Hoyland was close.
How do you look at a goalkeeper's free kick ability?
It's in the bottom right of the stats bar. There's like their stat set in the bottom right corner. There's like 3, I think it's penalty taking, free kick taking, and technique are kept there because they're basically.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to persuade him.
I will also try.
Oh, just because of fucking Eintracht Frankfurt! Jesus Christ, Uhu!
Kill him.
Yeah, my good goalkeeper has free kick 7, but penalty taking 15. A mixed bag.
Players trained in Germany.
I think you're mistaken if you think I'll play regularly there.
Man, I'll play him every game.
Can you please take Romeo Lavia off of
Does he
your
need me to
toilet?
tell him I'll play him every game?
Alright, well, I'm gonna
Go
accept
put
it
in an
anyway.
offer for him.
I don't know if he'll accept, but I tried talking to him.
And I tried talking to Wagner, and he's doesn't want to go.
Oh, what a bitch!
He
What
is a bitch.
fucking bitch, dude.
I was even like, look, you'll just get playing time there, and he was like,
Oh wait, I need to. One of my friendlies got canceled.
Yeah, I'm doing friendlies just now.
I had a friendly with my fucking 2s get cancelled. I'm not sure how that happened.
Oh, are they up in like the 3s now? The 3 Liga?
Also, I have to fucking... My first 2 games of the season are Freiburg and Frankfurt. God damn it.
And then I cannot play Victoria 2.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to play Frankfurt twice!
First round of the Pokal.
Because of the fucking European Super Cup! God fucking damn it, my morale's gonna start off so bad if I can't fucking at least win one of those games.
What am I playing, Crystal
I don't
Palace?
think you need to
Why
win one
the
of
fuck
those
am I playing
games.
Crystal Palace?
If I want to beat Uhu this year, I do.
Oh cool, we can still play the Holy Cross Crusaders.
Oh, it's away too, goddamn.
That reminds me, should I go and arrange a friend with the Met Polices?
Wait, have you still never beaten me, Liz?
No, I haven't.
Damn.
So my team has played you 5 times. I've actually played you like in control 3 times, but they've all been losses.
It's very easy to beat Uhu. You just need your 16-year-old striker to knock in a goal in the 87th minute.
You just need Dirk. What about Dirk Lemke? That's what you just need to say. Is what about Dirk Lemke?
But seriously, Uhu, if you could remove Lavia from your short list, I'd really appreciate it because it's fucking with my ability to send him to Karmic.
That was it.
Oh, I can arrange friendlies
Oh,
with
man,
larger
my first-
reputation team.
Folks, I've
Hey.
got bad news. My first game in the Bundesliga is against Eintracht Frankfurt.
You are going to die.
Are you? Did you make an offer for Lavia? Because when I go to the transfer status page, it shows that there is an offer from Eintracht Frankfurt, but it doesn't. I didn't get an inbox item, and it doesn't show on his profile. Did you literally just do it this tick?
Oh my fucking
I'm
god.
thinking he did. I'm thinking.
Sounds like
I'm
you
thinking
did.
he might
Honestly,
have done
if
that
you,
shit.
if you want to
Let me
give
ask
me
the
50
only question
million
that
for
matters
him,
in this entire
I'll take
saga.
it. I don't mind.
Uhu, would you loan me Lavia?
No. He would be
All right,
my starter.
then get fucked.
Yeah, okay. If you'll pay me 52 million up front for him, I'll do it. Like, I mean, not that I really have a choice, but
You could try and offer him a contract to.
You could also just tell him. You could just tell him to get. You could just tell him that you're telling the Eintracht Frankfurt manager to eat rocks. So.
The thing is, I don't really need him. Like.
Yeah.
That's why I was going to loan him out.
To be fair, I mean, keeping him just to prevent Eintracht Frankfurt from getting better is a potentially legitimate strategy.
Not really. I mean, I could do a lot with 52 million.
Yeah, but what if you just sold him to an AI for 52 million? Problem solved. Bing bong.
Well, I mean, I suppose I will offer him out.
It's very funny that the Holy Cross Crusaders is the only team I've ever seen to be recommended
They
for
know
a
what you
friend.
want. They know what you want.
Well, hey, Oblit.
Hi.
Krastev.
Yes.
I need to go. Now we're
I think
done
he's
that.
still on loan right now. He hasn't come back
Yeah,
yet.
what is this?
Wait
That
for that
fucking
to
last
come
day of the window? Here, continue. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think you can make him an offer right now.
I tried.
People are still on loan.
Yeah. Come back to this on the 1st.
All right.
I'm honestly surprised you're willing to pay that much for him.
I've confirmed my friendly against Met Police.
I never get the Met previous recommended to me.
I guess he's probably worth it, but
It's gonna go
just
again.
paying that much up front, like that's more than half of your transfer budget.
I had Lavia on my target list even last year.
Yeah, fair enough.
What's up?
I'm just doing a bit.
Good bit.
That was very funny that you submitted the bid as I asked you to take him off your short list.
I believe that was
What a piece of shit.
I was honestly AFK, and then when you said something, that was the first I heard of it, and I'm like, oh, I guess I better just bid now.
I mean, it's probably better that you do it now, just because it would be very annoying for like Karmic in particular if you had sabotaged like further into the.
No, yeah, that's why I just did it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Right foot only?
Oh my god! Oh my god! I just discovered new technology.
I hope this is like
Go
you just
filter
praise
by
conduct.
nations. If you go to filter by nations, you can filter for Crimean clubs.
Oh, let's go.
Oh no.
Amazing.
There's an entire fucking roster of Crimean clubs.
I can't believe that FM is in the pocket of Vladimir Putin.
This is what Putla wants.
Man, and now the problem is I need to figure out how to spend all this money.
Oh no.
You could buy all of my players.
So difficult for you.
You could buy the entire.
Yeah, exactly, Ovid. Thank you.
How much do you have? I'll recommend some signing.
You could.
Well,
you could
I'll
buy
direct your
those
proposal.
assuming this
clubs.
goes through, Uhu is going to be giving me 52 million euros.
You're not director of football, the villain's understudy, please.
Okay, my bad.
Understudy, come on.
Yeah, you heard.
You know, if you're gonna,
I don't know if I'm offended because I don't want to be a villain or because I don't
I
want
can't
to
make a choice for
understudy.
you, comic. I'm trying to sign all the players you're trying to sign.
Why? How?
We have the same target.
That doesn't make much sense.
You know,
We're all
you do
trying to
remember,
roll
you do remember I am in the fucking the Bundesliga now,
You're
right?
in 3 Liga, you know. What,
I'm in
No,
Bundesliga.
he's up to 2 Liga, yeah.
Krattenmacher?
Yeah.
You know, I don't even play the same system as you anymore.
Comic, it's very simple. I can't. Like, you're trying to loan all the players. I'm sure I could find some free agent bargains for you, though, I guess.
You don't
Well,
need a
I'm going
striker,
to.
do
Thing
you,
is,
Karma?
I'm going to have money soon. TM.
Wow, your squad sucks.
I just got promoted to the free.
They're dog shit, dude.
Big shock.
You keep talking here. We're gonna be in the same league next season. Okay, calm down.
Good luck with these guys.
Listen, look at Victoria Cole's squad. I kept them up. All right, I can do anything.
It was legitimately impressive, by the way.
Oh, nice job. You signed a guy. You literally found like a circus giant. Like he can't play football, but like he's tall.
I didn't even sign the circus giant. He was here when I got here.
Who's the circus giant?
Andrea Becker.
I think I might have played them in my run with them. Do you still have what's his face? Let me see.
Andrea Becker. All you need to know: 17 jumping reach, 17 heading, 197 centimeters tall, which is like 6 foot.
Oh my god! Yeah, no, I'm looking at him. Fucking Lamau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get promoted with him alone. Don't even need anyone else.
Philip, of course. Oh, hey,
Yes.
I got a player.
Oh no!
Right-footed winger, and I got you don't play with central attacking mids, right?
Correct. I do not play with central attacking mids. I play with wingers, 3 in midfield, and 1 up front.
Yes,
The Crimean
fuck you,
Football
Leon.
Academy will not accept a friendly.
Which side was your
My good winger is on the left side.
If you're trying to get them to come to you, Verdon, that's usually why. If you want to
because
go crush
I
an
have
itty
Fabio Valde,
then away.
Yeah, I went.
right-footed.
I tried to do it away as well, and the board was weirdly reluctant to do this.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I
there
have
you go.
signed a new old guy who used to play for Milan.
Welcome to
Comic,
the
send me the
chat.
Teo Darmian.
Hurrah.
Yeah.
The board will not sanction this friendly match as it is too far to travel. I'm sure that's the actual reason.
No, the keeper I wanted went to Leicester.
Sorry, I didn't hear you all, but
What's your
someone was shouting.
intent for Kratenmacher? What are you going to
He will start. He will play all across the front for me.
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally fine with that. This is just for my own curiosity.
Yeah, I plan on playing him on the right primarily. Comic, this guy is not good enough.
Not good enough. All right.
Not good enough. He
Because he's got a couple of things that were.
he's got some sauce, but he's just
Yeah.
a little too bad at everything.
It was a very much like he's got. I don't know if he's got enough sauce. He's got some sauce.
I feel like he's one. If you loan him to a Bundesliga free team, he'll like
I do
become
need
real.
to remember to. I do need to remember to loan him.
Yeah.
Because he's got sauce.
He got sauce for sure.
Is the guide value for fucking players like completely random? Because like I had a guy
economics, baby,
who literally at the start was like 67 million. Then he went as low as 22 million. Now I took him off the fucking value, went to unspecified. He's back up to 67 million. Like I don't understand.
Unspecified is just the guess.
If you offer him out at that value, because if you offer him at a certain value, it will set his value to that.
Yeah, like asking price overrides any asking.
Unspecified isn't actually unspecified. It's like your value.
The last value I offered him out was 35. And then I went to unspecified, and for a tick, he was listed between 20 to 35. Now he's at 67. So like I don't understand what the fuck is going on. This was the guy I was talking about where I sold him for 47 in single player, and then on here I was barely able to get like 20, and then I decided that's like not good enough, so I canceled the deals. This is actually
Oh fucking boohoo!
this is the trade reaction of why I'm going after Lavia, because I couldn't sell him to get Bellingham. Lavia was my backup for Bellingham.
John Bellington will remain at Dortmund forever.
Yeah, that's fine.
In that actually no, I won't reveal this. Keeping this information.
Very disappointed that
Yeah, Nugent.
that the keeper I wanted decided to go to Leicester instead of me.
I'm happy.
That's honestly like painful.
So I posted a player in the chat. Does anyone want to take him out of loan? He's good at something or other. I don't know.
Let me have a look at him.
I'll give you 100 million.
Thank you.
There are 3 players.
I'm ruling that a verbal contract, no takebacks.
Yeah.
Take it out of transfer budget with the editor.
Will do. Doing it now.
There are 3 there are 3 players who are in the cool guy league.
Yeah. Now there are 3 of us.
Yeah, there was
So
just
excited to
me.
join you halfway through the year.
Then Ito showed.
Yeah, the true game will be when there's 6 players in the top league and 20 players in the second league.
No players in the top league because everybody's been fived.
I have been enjoying how mobile everyone is. Like, just people falling into the second league.
It's fun, you know.
Yeah, it's all part of the dynamic.
I probably
I'm telling
would
you,
still...
next time we should all start in the Scottish League too.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm down. Let's go.
Yeah.
And like you can go wherever you want from there within Scotland, right? But
You can go anywhere you want in Scotland.
Go roll around in like a Western Regional League where there's 5 people
Wait,
who
even
watch my
Celtic and
games.
yeah, you can manage Joker. No, I mean you can manage Rangers if you want me to not be your friend. You know.
I'm gonna like break up the old firm with Partick Thistle, and then everyone's gonna declare me the villain of the save.
When you're
I
actually
mean,
the
if
good
you
guy.
did that, even I'd declare you the hero of the save. And I'm a fucking Celtic man.
What the fuck is the existence of like Cthulhu? Like I'm trying to get in, but I got like I've made a.
Well, he's only got one hand free because he's driving. You know.
See, Wheel of Dreams.
He's not good for you in the 2 Liga? He's not good enough?
He is good enough. He's gonna start.
Is there an age limit for putting players out on
No,
loan?
I said an offer him.
No,
No,
there
there
isn't no age limit. Honestly, in real life, Elbrack, you see it more. Older players get put on loan all the time now, like just casually for like fees.
Yeah, they run out of use
yeah,
for
yeah.
them. They can't actually sell them, so they just want them.
Well, I meant
Yeah,
more
I
like
think-
the minimum age or something like that.
Minimum age is just the same of any league's minimum age rules. So
Yeah.
in this country, it's you can't play unless you are 60 or over. So you
Okay.
can't loan out a 15-year-old.
In England, you can play and loan out instead of 15. Though.
Guys, do you know who I could sign with the money I'm gonna get from Uhu?
What?
Michaela Mudrick.
Oh, from
Don't
Shakhtar?
put that evil on me.
Why would you don't?
I'm not going to. He's not worth it.
Oh, you should be signing it. You should be spending 100 million on Madrid.
Yeah, he's
I
worth
just
100 million.
I was just looking at like the highest reputation player under 25 that would be willing to sign for me, and he was at the top of the list.
Hey, hell yeah,
The game will be played at the Gelera Dome.
folks! I have some great news. Jean-Luc Dompe is getting fucking has got his release clause triggered. Uhu can get fucked.
Oh, why are you coveting my under 19s fitness coach?
That's nothing to do with me.
You know what I could do?
Take out with my technical director.
Oh no, the AI
I could
is getting
sign
me.
Barcelona's Cuban wonder kid.
So I can't sign a head coach for my new twos team because it won't let me offer him full-time or part-time
Oh yeah.
anything.
So let me answer that. So Oblet has to set one of the settings on your team to turn it professional, Right now, it's in limbo between professional and semi-pro.
Let me have a look. I'll just do this now.
All right. So
Editing
my
club details. Oh yeah. The professional status is blanked for some unclear reason.
Yeah, and maybe Max is rep too, just in case, because one
Yeah,
year
well,
maybe he'll get promoted.
Oh yeah, did anyone look at the reputation ratings of the clubs and see Bochum 2 up there? Like near the top?
Yeah, the funny thing is, you do that and you maybe have a small chance of getting promoted one of these years.
Folks, I'm probably not gonna get fired this year unless I really fuck up.
Putting that on your tombstone.
Yes, please.
This season should be a stomp.
That's not even.
I'm just as good as Pep Guardiola.
Listen, if Sam Allardyce keeps Leeds up, maybe he is.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I actually agree. But it's still.
I definitely think Neil Warnock is as good as Pep Guardiola.
Oh yeah, we did this bit the other day. You know, it's like Pep Guardiola's lived life on easy mode. It's like looking at like Visk and being like, that guy is a good manager. You know? It's technically true, but not.
I do not think I'm a good manager.
Good.
I'm also not a good manager. I'm a mercurial manager at best.
I'll have you know I'm great.
Would I have gotten in? Would I be managing a club in Europe if I hadn't gone crazy as
Probably.
the first season?
Judging from Musa Dembele's form after you left, maybe you would be.
Damn it, Samuel Eto'o won't be my two's head coach.
He's too busy being the president of the Cameroonian FA.
I'm just counting the days until Zlatan's first press conference. Man, there's not really anyone I want. This is
Also,
the
Slim, I
problem.
do want Vitaly Becker, and I will take him.
Okay, so Steve Mandela, or Mandanda? I have no
Yeah,
idea.
the legend.
Mandanda
Steve
is
Mandanda.
the new two's head coach.
Powerful.
Cool. That guy was a cool goalkeeper. I respect him.
What's this loan offer? Who's Sean Dyke?
Sean Dyke!
Sean!
No. Who's playing Sean Dyke too? And why are you sending me a loan offer without
I'm just
saying
gonna-
anything?
Please, it's Sean Dyche.
Yeah, please stop pronouncing
Please
Sean Dyche wrong.
Hmm.
Also, if it's
You
Sean
don't want to
Dyche,
get demonetized on your Twitter.
if
or
it's Sean
Twitch,
Dyche
whatever
too,
the
it is probably Slim.
What are you doing, Slim? Why are you sending me a loan offer? You just sending it to everyone, or?
Yeah, I think he offered him out to. He offered.
I thought you might need a player.
I have accepted the offer for him. So.
I also accepted.
Wait, I thought Slim was a great leader.
Yeah, but
Go
he's
back
also
to Amy for some
he's
reason.
Sean Dyche in our hearts.
On his side, he reads.
Yeah,
Oh.
you will provide the nicknames, and either me or Ito demanded.
I mean, when I introduced
That's a good
in the Let's Play,
It's
I
confusing because there's
I said
another
this
Sean
bit-
Dyche. He could end up in
Dyche.
Bundesliga.
He's not going anywhere but the UK. Come on, think about it. Think about who he
The
is.
Sean Dyche.
The Sean Dyche.
Oh, he prefers Munkin to St. Pauli.
Well, that's good because my asshole kids don't want to go to Munkin.
Why?
I don't know.
They don't want to go to fucking.
Like, otherwise they're going to be playing in the threes. They don't want to play in the second division.
I don't know. That's crazy to me.
Oh, are they going to the? You've also got a three. Also,
My twos
Sean
are in the
Dyche-
3 Liga.
Sean Dyche is managing Norwich.
That's on brand.
Ito, do you have any money?
Also, Sean
It depends on your
kept,
definition of money.
Sean Dyche kept Norwich up.
I could pay you like 30% of his wages if you need me to.
A third of his wages?
Yeah.
Really? For appearance sake, I'll add that.
right, I've got folks. I have terrible news.
Say it.
I looked at England.
He looked at England.
That is pretty terrible.
This-
Yeah.
Fucking everything about this is bad.
Oh, I mean the league in this is crazy.
Shouts out to your complete lack of badge for Man United.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? What?
That's great. I'm not calling you out. I'm shouting out. I'm pro this.
Well, as I explained after watching the Mario, when we went to an Italian restaurant, me and my friends, I only do the shouts out bit when I am being completely ironic.
Oh, I do it earnestly. What have you
Yeah.
I
fucking-
also do it honestly.
fucking
Yeah.
done
In fairness, there are a couple ones here that aren't totally cursed, like Newcastle missing Europe and Leeds going down.
I
Swansea
really
getting
like
12
Crystal Palace
points.
in 13th, right where they belong.
That's how you know
I,
football manages a real simulation.
I'm glad Newcastle missed out because I'm pretty sure if they hadn't, I wouldn't have been able to sign Gay because he would have signed for them instead. But
They
he
have
wanted to play
so
in
much
Europe.
fucking money. It's disgusting.
All right.
But yeah, Leeds going down and Newcastle not in Europe. All right. City placing third.
Do you really make this loan offer slim
West
with
Ham,
no caveats?
Fourth? What is this? Ted Lasso?
He's when you accept it, he's gonna then negotiate it. Like he did with me.
Yeah, it's like a spider trap.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is not for you.
He offered
I
it
tried
out.
the first time, and then I guess if you like, they didn't see it, so I guess I just sent it to every human player again, but I didn't remove the other.
Unsettle your kid by making him think he can play for.
Oh,
famous
dude,
Bochum.
if he turns me down because of that, I'm gonna be so pissed. This guy's gonna be like a star player for me. He'll play like every game, so. Although he will be playing complete wing back, I'm sure Slim will be happy about this.
He's a model citizen.
He's a model citizen.
Shit, I didn't even notice that. I gotta pay attention to things instead of just cruising through my football manager life.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. It's
Also, I think you are now considered part of the Bundesliga, Carmen.
yes, yeah, but
Loans
Enzo
haven't
Blow and Krastev are still at their other club.
Ah, right, until the 30th, I guess.
Everton look elsewhere following Bielsa reign.
Bielsa going to Everton.
I really liked when he said he wanted to manage the youth team.
You want to manage the under 20?
Yes, that was going to be,
That
yeah.
was the most ridiculous proposal I've ever heard that they arguably should have still accepted.
No, the Worm Man's gonna keep him up. The Worm Man's gonna keep him up. I believe in the Worm Man. He's
I
gonna keep him
believe
up.
in the fact that Leeds has an utterly appalling run-in.
Frank Lampard is gonna get Chelsea. I believe. I believe in Frank Lampard.
So if the Lavia deal goes through, is that the first time a release clause has been used
Between players?
between players? Yeah.
I popped one earlier this session, but the deal hasn't gone through yet.
I threatened Verdon
On-
to pop it before.
On a play.
On who, Rogue?
On, who is it? David Nemeth.
Yeah,
Who's he
David
play
Nemeth.
Plays for St. Pauli.
Yeah, the Sharks are
I
circling.
did
around Verdon's
offer, I
captain.
did accept the loan back request, so if he goes to me, he will still play for Verdant this year.
We'll still play for Vert. David Nemeth, the Nemeth who didn't kill a guy outside the Agora.
These last 4 matches are Man City, Newcastle, West Ham, and Tottenham. And even if you're giving him the 3 points against
Also,
Tottenham,
Tito,
that's still
I'm sending you. I'm sending you another name.
Okay.
Also, Verdant, you can blame Uhu because he bought the center back I was going to buy. So I had to look for alternatives.
It all comes back to Uhu, the knock-on effect.
Dude,
In
I'm not
terms of
gonna
me
lie.
making an offer for David Nemeth.
I just saw the Nemeth release clause, and there was a part of my brain that's like, just hit it. just to hear the rage.
But yeah, Uhu sniped Wisdom Amy.
I would like to thank Wolfsburg. Also,
Well-
I'm gonna be honest, Ito. I thought that was a different guy, because there was a guy who I was looking at signing on a free who had like 17 pace, 17 acceleration, and nothing else.
Oh, I see.
You know whose
I
release
definitely
clause
want
I
that
could
guy.
afford now? Is Aspria.
You could if you wanted to. I have backups.
I don't really need anyone in his position right now. I have too many wingers.
Also,
I do still
folks,
kind of want him though. Like he looks really good.
John Hendry has been sold.
I mean, I actually already signed a winger. And then the winger in that position I was trying to sell rejected his offer to move elsewhere. So... Obviously, losing Aspria would hurt my team, but I would not be, like, skint at the position.
Ooh, are you out for Luka Podolak now?
For now, probably. Unless I could get
Also-
some AI to just send me like offers for the guys I was trying to sell. I hit like none of myself. I hit 1 out of the 4. Like I was supposed to pull in another 80 million, instead I pulled in 13. So
Fucking
Owned.
hell.
Damn.
What the fuck? Like fucking hell.
Well, the important part, Karmic, is that he didn't get that money.
Yeah.
I fucking hate
You said he
top
gave half
level
of it to
football
fucking
economies.
No, I mean he's giving most of the money to me now.
That's worse.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, well, I thought you said Verdant. I was confused.
No, Bertha.
Oh, Hertha. Okay.
Oh, woo! First week of training ratings in the Bundesliga.
Did
2.
you just ooh? Did that? You ever
ooh.
get the tab?
That's
Roll
not-
around Wales.
Oh,
Get the tab.
So
He said a woo. Get him.
Well, we managed a 609 for the week as a team, so you know, got to do what you got to do.
By the way, I'm genuinely surprised nobody went in for Warren, Zaire, Emery.
I'm surprised nobody went in for Nico or Junior Adama.
Like I was expecting to have to fight like 3 of you guys to
I
sign
can't
up.
believe no one has the money to compete.
Well, no, he wasn't that expensive. I offered 10 mil up front.
Which? Oh,
What?
Warren.
10 million's not
Zaire,
that
Emery?
little.
Wasn't that expensive?
He doesn't seem that great.
Specifically, 10 million for an 18-year-old who is, like, not good enough to play currently for most Bundesliga teams.
Let's all kill Uhu with rocks.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I'm pro this.
Like, spending 10 million purely on potential.
I'm gonna wait till he signs Edric, and then I'll get my attention.
Like,
I'm glad that the Endrick revenge. I like. It doesn't even need like. It doesn't
The
even.
Revendrick, surely.
Yeah, sorry. The revenge.
I was gonna go for that, but
The thing about the Revenge Rick that I love the most is very specifically that I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it should, and the potential for it to happen is that it happening or not.
I don't think that the Endrick thing, the Revendrick, should happen, but I do enjoy the threat, the small possibility that it really will happen. It's not just a joke.
If there's one thing that you should know about me, it's that I oscillate wildly between periods of tyranny and more tyranny.
Right, it's why Oblit should be running this server.
It's the Endrick loot box.
You don't remember the shit show when I was running this place.
It's an Endrick loot box.
I don't remember it, but I assume that I liked it. I'm sure I was happy with it.
It could be anything. It could even be Endrick.
Well, the thing is, it's also from Amazon, so it might be from China, and not actually a legit Endrick. You know what I mean? It's a knockoff.
I believe we are waiting for your mother.
I'm always waiting for your mother.
I literally don't know what to spend this money on.
Oh no.
It's not a complaint. It's just a comment that like I was not prepared for this.
Viscardus, there is spending it on a mute button.
Buy Gavi or buy Gavi or John Bellington or no balls. That's my only take.
My scouts continue to insist I should sign Luka Podlev. I will not be doing this.
Burden, what is it, like, what's keeping you up?
Nothing important.
Oh,
damn.
Interesting.
This means Slim's gonna kill you.
Listen, I didn't spend my 2.8 million, so it can just go towards that.
Oh, Mr. Moneybags at 2.8 million.
Yeah, Mr. Big fucking money over here.
No, I saved that up over 3 years. 3 years, 20% of the sale at a time.
I was like, I have to gaslight one of my
players. Do you have in your bank, Jim?
20 million.
Oh, yeah,
it goes fast.
Counted separately, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it just disappears. I don't know what the spending is on. Oh, well, I mean, most of it's fucking interest payments.
Yeah, most of it's the interest payments.
You're literally in like a debt trap, but you're a football club. Like,
Also,
you max out all your credit cards, and you have to live with it.
What's it? That year I took a loan. I got taxed for taking the loan because it counted as income.
So funny.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
That's very funny.
So
I
my
think more people should be
are
taxed.
now the only people who expect me to finish mid-table in the Bundesliga.
Slim, do you actually want to loan out Kalahognu?
Oh, I think that's an artifact.
Oh,
He wouldn't go to you anyways. He has too much.
I know. I know. He's amazing.
So I tried some transfer offer fuckery there. I offered a team. I'd give them 5 million if I won the Bundesliga, and 3 million if their central defender I wanted to get scored 30 goals.
I mean, you're
Did that
giving
work?
joke offers like a good FM player. Sure. What about it?
Ito,
My
you can
first
probably
time,
put in
thank you,
a
sir.
offer now. I think you're now considered Bundesliga too.
Yeah, the tick has happened. You're now in.
Okay.
We're allowed to respect you now.
Dude, I'm gonna be so pissed when Dirk Lemke refuses to come with me. He's too big good for me.
He doesn't. He really.
He is
confused the game
too
time.
young to go out on loan. It says so. Gotta wait for his birthday, I guess.
He's just a boy.
Okay, he's turning 17 in like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Just tell him his birthday cake's in Bavaria.
It's gonna be mildly sad on the 30th when fucking Goebbels finally gets out the door after 2 years of being here with no wage contribution.
He finally stops hanging out.
I remember when I was like, I had like 3 strikers out last season. I was like, I'm gonna have like Lemke and like no one on the bench, and then I looked through my twos options and I realized he was still there.
You got William Goebbels hanging out smoking a cigarette.
He like never developed for me. Even the first season when I played him a decent amount, he just like
definitely remember
never
not
went up a
developing
single
for you
tick.
and just going, that's
I was
the way it
actually
goes
playing him
someday.
a reasonable amount that year too, at least before you resigned from Gladbach.
At least before I had a mental health episode.
Also, before
me,
I
that was
signed
LeBron
Nicola
James.
Trisoldi in the January window, and he
Before
became
LeBron
my
James
starting
realized,
striker.
what the fuck am I doing here?
LeBron James realized he was mentally.
Oh my god, guys, that's what it was. LeBron James couldn't tolerate being humiliated by Zlatan.
You know what? Yeah, that's fair. That's
You didn't
fair.
have Zlatan.
Wait, was it? I thought it was. Was it before the break?
It was like.
It was
like the
after
first
January. It was
It
the
was
second.
after January.
Yeah. Okay, so I had
Like
Zlatan.
the last 5 games of the season or something.
Yeah, it was after I got Zlatan. He couldn't handle it.
Oh yeah, comic. Happy
It was
Star
one
Wars
humiliation
Day.
too many.
I will say what I say every time Star Wars Day is brought up. I didn't know Star Wars Day was a thing until after I had already gone to college, and May 4th is a very different type of holiday at Kent State University where I went to college.
Oh, what? Just because they shot all those people?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, isn't it your birthday today, Hayden?
Isn't that any
It is my
college
birthday
business?
today.
Happy,
Oh, yeah,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I hope you
Happy
lose
birthday.
today.
It was my birthday 2 days ago.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
Happy
Albert.
birthday.
Happy
Perspective,
birthday,
happy
Albrecht.
birthday.
Oh yeah,
Congratulations
also
to you both, circling the drain of age.
it was Verdon's birthday recently, so happy birthday, Verdon.
Happy birthday,
Verdo.
Martin.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
It'll be my birthday eventually.
It'll
No.
be my
Happy
birthday in like
Oblet.
6 months.
Happy birthday, Oblet.
Thank you. Don't remind me. I'm young.
Can I just?
No!
Can
I assume
get
you
a
already
drip
have enough
check
to remind you about
on my
your
fucking performance analyst
age.
look? This guy is. I've never seen this regen look before. You can love this.
No.
Look at this motherfucker.
I've seen that. That's fairly
Get
normal.
the V-Borg contract. Oh shit. All right. Well, that's money that I'm not getting.
Shaved. I'm pretty sure he didn't look like this when he came into the team.
Hell yeah, Celtic.
You leave them alone.
God,
They're
that
taking,
July
Jabril
1st kick
Sal
is gonna
alone.
be a hell of a drug.
I hate your youth players.
I know. I'm sorry.
When I made the offer, he was like, "Yeah, I want to go." Now he's like,
And then
"I
he was
don't
just like, yeah. And then he immediately.
disgusting. He was gonna be like my first choice. He was gonna play like 80 games this season.
I know it's perfect for him. He's like right at the level where he'll be an excellent goalkeeper in the twos or in the second league, and he'll get a lot of experience that might make him one of my goalkeepers in the future.
That's like self-sabotage. These bloody kids. Could I have your Oh, this is sorry. This is not a goalkeeper, but I should remember this. Visk.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have Bence Dadai on loan? He's in your...
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this guy also being a guy where Oblet or immediately.
I
No,
don't
on the
think
list.
Dardai is good enough for that, but
It'd be funny though.
it would
It'd
be
be
funny.
funny. Is the secret.
Cristiano
Oh, yeah,
Ronaldo.
you know what? He does have minor interest from Frankfurt, International, and Stuttgart, so, you know.
Classic.
I'm not actually interested in him.
Alright, I've made a loan offer to another goalkeeper, at Schalke.
Cristiano Ronaldo with only
He's a
10
decent player,
level of discipline as a coach.
And his wages are too high relative to his ability for me.
As a coach? He's a coach now. He's retired.
I was talking about Dardai still. Sorry.
No, we do not give a shit about whatever the fuck you're talking about.
Vince Dardai or Martin Dardai?
Ronaldo, or as I
Talking about
call him,
Martin
Mr.
Dardai.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Martin Dardai is kind of overpaid. The main reason I still have him is because he is homegrown, so he's basically free.
Well, Graham
Yeah,
Potter
that-
has a new job.
I mean, 26K for me is like the wages of like a starter. So, and he's not-
where is
Damn it,
Graham Potter?
He wants to go to
Graham Potter
Stuttgart.
has returned to Swansea.
I can remove him from my list if you want.
I would appreciate if you did.
I'm just waiting for the tick to go through.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have interest in buying him.
So you can have Podluck, but I play Yusuf.
Okay. Well, when we get out of the tick, I will look at.
Podluck is
Very
probably one of
similar.
the best young German goalkeeper prospects right now. Like if I,
I mean,
didn't
it's-
already have a young
it's like
goalkeeper
him
as
and
first
Dennis
choice,
Simon,
I'd
pretty
be
much.
looking to sign.
I'm just gonna put no preferred position so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's totally
But
fine.
Yeah, he's no longer on my short list, Vis.
Okay. Let's see if he'll.
Also, why the fuck are Italy trying to play Trisoldi as an inverted winger?
Oh, jeez.
He's not good at crossing.
Oh, what? Fuck. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
dude, Podluck is amazing. Okay, I'll have him.
Alright, cool. Sean,
I wasn't
yes,
able to finish discussing it with him.
folks.
Yeah, I mean somewhere that Podluck is going to be first choice in playing is I think a really good deal for both parties.
Yeah, should be cool.
That could have been you, Noah.
I wish the transfer window would open so I'd know which of my players I'm losing already.
Don't worry.
I wish I could have one successful loan go through. I've made so many off it. I'm very legitimately just trying to loan juice my way to promotion. I've done it before, but I think it's harder in this game.
Yeah, it is. But a lot of that is to do with how the AIs behave with loans. So, given that we behave much more reasonably, it may still be doable.
Yeah.
If you're interested in a center back, you might want to check out Paolo Fricci.
Yeah, I'm looking at him.
I also have Yannick Mousehound available.
So the thing with centre back is centre back's actually a position where I'm quite strong. I have like big, disgusting
You can also
fuckers.
play DM if you have DMs. I don't know what you're.
Yeah, I think I'll get Fritchie and have him be a
You can also
Two
play
big
central
slugs.
midfielder. He's
I do have two big slugs that are very strong. What was the name you said, Viz?
Yannick Mousehound. I can type it out. It's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, okay. This guy will definitely play if I get him. He probably won't want to come. He's actually that good. But...
I'm gonna remove the preferred positions that he doesn't complain to me if you play him at midfield.
Well, the good thing about Mousehund is that he is not on anyone's shortlist apparently, so won't have to deal with that.
I
shit.
have sent the offer.
Do you need fullbacks?
No, I have one coming in from Slim who's very good, and then I have a youth one I want to play a lot.
Okay.
So I should be
Is there any position of particular need you have?
wingers.
Hey, Hey, Oblet.
Hi.
I figured out why Crimea is still in the database.
How come?
One sec.
I thought you'd figured it out. Ooh.
It's real.
Crimean Football Union with special status.
Ooh.
Good news,
So,
Ito. He is interested.
They
so-
actually do have an independent Premier League.
Well, I know we're playing in the next game.
I mean, there's only 8 teams in this league.
Only the strong survive. If you get relegated out of the Crimean League, you have to play in either the Russian or Ukrainian League. Sorry.
Look, some people are the managers, and some people are the twos managers.
Right person to tag.
Yes, I'd love to manage a Crimean 2s team, sure.
Also,
like
Obla, I was
the-
surprised you didn't have more to say about me signing your backup keeper.
Couldn't care less. You want to pour money into a hole in the ground, that's your business.
Yeah, no. I wasn't
I
expecting you
didn't
to
think it was
complain. I was
available.
expecting you to make fun of me.
I already made fun of you before, but if you want, I can make fun of you again.
I will definitely loan this guy. Rogue.
Yeah, he's very good
Oh,
potential.
Moreira? Yeah, he's pretty good.
I want him to be getting games.
Anyone else got this kind of vibe going on?
No. I'm too busy buying mans.
I do also have some other people who are currently on loan that I that you might
Fucking
be
running a
interested in.
summer camp there, Yuta.
Yeah, Eno's gonna run a summer camp until he gets it.
Visk, to be fair, I think 2 is the limit for loans.
Yeah, it is.
Fair, yeah.
Team.
But
In that case, you
I'm
might
not
want
sure
to.
if Dardai is going to go to you just because he seems to be being a shit about it. So
You
Dardai
might want to
becomes
consider
cool
which
in
2 you
30
want then,
years.
because Lemka is also from me.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll see what Richie decides first, because you never know. But yeah, I probably would want
Alright.
Lemke as my attacking player compared to that
Back
other guy.
back to trying to get rid of Jean-Luc Dompe.
The Red Baron is Fisk, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check out that guy as well, Ito.
Are you making a deal right now?
Oh no, sorry. I was just
Just pulling a name.
I was pulling a name for Ito.
Oh, okay.
I should see if I can get rid of.
That guy's currently on loan, but he's pretty decent, I think. And I would love for him to get good playing time.
That's the one thing you can guarantee from me is as long as the player doesn't get injured constantly, I'll just play them. Like, I don't care. I'll power
Does
through.
anyone have a left back?
I love him out already.
I actually do, but I'm not sure he's good enough quality to you potentially.
All right.
I guess he hasn't actually agreed. I have a free transfer
Also-
coming in who hasn't actually agreed to sign yet.
Also, famous piece of shit Paul Heckingbottom is trying to disconnect me from the greatest player I've ever signed.
The Scally version. He's trying to sever your bond.
And trying to disconnect me from Joe Scally, which is a criminal behavior, frankly.
I mean, I do have one who's actually like up for sale. I will send you his name.
Just because I am trying to currently get rid of Theo Valls because he is 28 years old. Thus,
You just signed this random guy from Villarreal.
Yeah, you probably won't find someone with these physicals at the price line I would be willing to offer you.
Yeah.
The hell is this guy?
And he can actually cross, which is nice.
I'm still kind of gazing into the black hole that is the official website for Crimean football.
You know you probably ought to watch this now.
Did you know that they have a page for official forums? What
Yeah,
language do you think they're all in?
Probably either Russian or Ukrainian or both.
Russian. Only Russian.
Yeah, obviously they would be only in Russian.
The real funny answer would have been English.
The FC Bayern Munchen board have informed you that your application to fill the vacant manager's role at the club has been unsuccessful.
Owned.
Oh no, I lost Pontus Janssen.
No.
Okay, so Portugal B-Win is the sponsor.
Yeah.
Fucking these leagues that have these league names.
Liga NOS, the funniest league name there is.
It is just NOS, right? An energy drink NOS.
Yeah.
Sponsors them.
So Austria has a league called Admiral Bundesliga, and I think
yeah.
I think that is a lovely name.
That's their Premier Division.
Yeah, it's Admiral Horthy Bundesliga.
Ito, I did sign Marvin Ekbuteta.
He's good.
Is he? I thought you said he couldn't think. That was your quote.
He probably can't, but as long as you don't need to think.
Yeah, that's what I'm banking on.
Given a position where he does not need to think.
Okay, actually no, he can think. He just gets scared. That's like his, it's his issue.
I'm just saying, like, at some point he's gonna get scared in a game and you're gonna be calling him a useless cunt. And then
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
be like,
I
wow.
mean, my defenders usually just fucking eat it once per game anyway. So like
that is going to happen. And it's gonna be funny.
My best defender on paper was my worst defender last year. To the point that I couldn't even play him.
The game isn't fucking played on paper, is it?
Verdant.
There are several teams in the Ukrainian league that get more attendance away than they do at home.
Yes.
Oh, do they actually code that? Wait, what?
That's the real life stats for the Ukrainian league.
That makes a lot of sense when you consider some of them don't have stadiums anymore and they're like hundreds of miles away.
No.
Yeah, like Shakhtar Donetsk and stuff are basically exiles.
No, we're looking at the official website for Crimean football.
Oh, Lamau.
Instead of hitting continue.
Why did you say we?
Well,
It's a royal we.
Right.
Instead of hitting continue, said Leander Cologne.
That's very sad, very unfortunate. Rip me.
Right. Anyway, let's see if you can like continue like madmen, so that we can get the transfer window to open.
That
How
would be
did
nice.
this happen to me?
Visk, now that I've confirmed the deal, had I not actually hit his release clause, but offered around that same value, would you have accepted it? Just curious.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Because he was a backup for you.
Yeah, he was. Like, that's why I'm not really torn up about it. Like, the only thing is, like, I feel like probably I could have gotten more eventually, like in another year if he'd continued developing from an AI club.
Doubt it.
I mean, if I could sign to a contract with a release clause, obviously if he has a release clause, like
he's not good enough for 52 million for an AI club. You'd have to win the Champions League to like get that.
Maybe.
It's not impossible.
when if
He's
first
in the
won
Champions
anything.
League.
That would
You have
require
to
him to
inflate
be-
his value because he's not famous and he's not like
And Visk did just beat PSG in the Europa League.
I mean,
finals.
his
What?
current
Sorry? Never heard.
estimated value is 60 million. So
That's just a lie. The
well,
estimated value
I
is-
mean, I know that's often bullshit, but the AI will frequently offer you
No, they
insane
won't.
deals for players. Like
I got 20 million for
pretty
a
young.
bog standard average goalkeeper from Tottenham. Like the AI will do crazy fucking
Anyway,
things.
long
No,
story
he's
short,
not young. The
for
value
that much-
that estimates like the value of like them being young and developing. Is, like,
My keeper was 30 years
Yeah,
old.
your keeper is old, so he's a proven player. He has reputation, so they will go for those.
anyway, point is, I feel like getting that much money, given that it's up front, is like I'm okay with that.
You gotta steal because it's a lot of money.
Should I sign another AMC?
Yes.
I need more midfielders.
You say that as if you're not going to do it.
Also, the weird thing is that I don't think I got an update for him accepting the deal. Like or maybe I just missed it somehow.
You didn't get an update from accepting the deal because it's not the transfer window.
Yeah, when he leaves on the window. is
Oh,
when
no,
the-
I know that, but I'm pretty sure it normally says like that, because like I can see that the transfer has been arranged.
Maybe it's because it's hit the whatchamacallit route release, so you don't have to approve it. You don't get the little tick that says confirm transfer.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's fine. And I did get the money, so now I just need to decide what to do with it.
Any of you free transfer hunters notice this Arsenal player that is just like a Sunday leaguer? He's like actually no, what is he? What do you think about this?
Slim has to go sit down, have a drink, think about things.
Yeah.
You like that all four of my physios applied for my head physio role that I was advertising for.
Oh man,
And I'm not going to hire any of them.
The player. So going from Freiburg to Arsenal is worth 60 million in your valuation.
Yeah.
Yeah. that
Carmona
makes
went from being worth 40 to 50 million to being worth 100 to 140 million.
All right,
This
we
is
got
a
the
con-
Canadian wing back.
Oh,
Oh,
that
did you-
guy.
Did you sign him? I was thinking about
Yeah.
signing him just to see if I could loan him to like another player.
I signed him because he was a pretty cheap option that provides like a reasonable emergency backup.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have set 2 new transfer fee records this offseason.
However,
yeah, I
I will
think-
say he will be
You can
available.
use those players.
Whatever.
He will be
money
available
buys.
for loan if either Verdant or Lama want him.
I'm also no longer getting all the money from my transfers. I'm only getting 60%.
Board wants to cash in.
Congrats, Ito, on loaning Maurice Kratenmacher.
Well, David Nemeth is coming to Stuttgart. Brackets after a year delay because he's getting loaned back.
That is right. I did it. I completed a loan signing.
Yeah.
Rathenmacher will be taking his talents.
Entschuldigung, Herr. Sagt Kratenmacher.
I have also gotten a backup DM, Elliot Matasso.
Oh, he's a Monaco legend.
Speaking of Monaco legend, 4 days.
You see, you may have thought that I mispronounced that Oblet, but I actually merely pronounced it in the Bavarian accent. It's very different. You see.
Nein, das ist nicht richtig.
It does make sense.
Well, I'm getting
Du
the first
hast
offers
shit
for my players,
gesagt.
and they're trying to lowball the 1.1 billion relegation release clauses.
Fucking love that. I love it when they do that. Because it just means you can reject it out of hand.
Oh, congrats on Duranville.
Yeah, I figured I had
Oh, you signed
the money.
Duranville? I was looking at him. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about going for him as well.
He's very, very good.
My whole thing this season or this window, I'm trying to get 18-year-olds so I can get them all to be fucking club grown and not have to worry about these registration rules anymore.
Yeah, that.
In 2 years.
Short
What you really want to do is
who worry
sign
about
back
rules.
players that played for Frankfurt.
There's no good ones. There's like one that Obel has, but he's literally the only one, and he's in a position that I don't need.
There was one decent right back who was homegrown at club for me, and he was a free agent, and he decided to sign for Bordeaux for less money.
Oh, you weren't able to get Wene or whatever?
No.
Dude, I bet you Schalke's list is fucking
He
insane.
didn't think he'd get much playing time, which honestly is fair.
Sign back
No, but
Manuel Neuer,
Leroy
Julius,
Sané.
Rogue has some.
from CS:GO.
Rogue has some very good ones available to him. They just won't sign with him yet. Fuck, who was it?
I mean, Schalke's got
Like Kimmich or whatever?
Was it Kimmich? I forget
They
now.
for Kuzen declare interest in Caprila. Nice try, not Cecil.
I mean, it's you know for a fact that the media have made that up.
Yeah.
Because he's not here to click that button.
Well, I have to sign a new coach because the coach I signed 13 days ago has retired.
Yeah, that was great.
Nice.
I hope you didn't put a signing bonus in his contract.
No, but I did pay for language courses, so
Yeah, that was
Senior learning.
You just wanted to learn German.
No,
Nah,
what he did
he's
was
still getting them.
He arrived, he started learning German and went, what the fuck am I doing? I don't want to learn.
I'm going golfing.
Das ist los mit Deutsch. Am I the only person who speaks German?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Kimmich and Rudiger are the two.
Yeah.
Scheiße.
Not sure I'm ever gonna get to those in this game, to be honest, but
Only 3 days until Luis Suarez arrives.
Now that's a
Just
sign.
have-
Suarez
I'm-
watch,
I'm a little
dawn
worried.
of the third day.
I'm worried that he will have some teething problems.
God damn it.
I wanted to bring
Yeah, he
in
might be a bit
Sergio
of a mouthful.
Busquets, but he
I think
literally
He might have
wants
bitten
like
off more than he can
200,000 just to rot on the bench. It's like, no, man,
who?
can't even walk. Sergio Busquets.
If
From
his
Barcelona.
contract
yeah, I looked at
expiring,
him too.
remember, you can wait until the player actually becomes a free agent and they become much more reasonable about salary demands.
Yeah.
Well, they become much more beaten down.
Reasonable?
When they realize nobody wants them anymore.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting. Pogba, Busquets, those are the two I'm keeping eyes on. Just because I think it'd be funny.
I'm very happy to assign
Oh,
Julian
just-
Draxler.
Doesn't.
Julian Draxler, great, not good player who is sometimes really good.
I think Manu also had that experience, Visk.
That feeling when all the applicants to your job advert are Dutch?
You're a Dutch club?
Apparently.
Ooh, Ajax make Alderete offer. Hold on.
I am signing Burnley's
I'm
keeper.
very interested.
I don't know their keepers now.
In this case, it's Arijanet Muric. It's got jumping reach 18, so
Oh, yeah,
an
you
aerial
know,
reach 18.
the Ground did a article on what players should be kept or sold at Chelsea, and they were recommending that they keep Bettinelli.
Yeah. Oh my god.
To be fair, the recommendation
Lower-
was like,
lower post.
he's their third stringer, he just signed a new contract, and he doesn't make it cause any problems, so they can probably just leave him there.
Jesus Christ. Mark is there.
Lore post. I could sign back for a homegrown slot, Patrick Rakowski.
Oh yes.
Let's go!
Boy, the actual boy.
You're
Also,
saying you
Joel
could get
Matip.
Rakowski,
What the
maybe?
fuck?
Slim, you need like when you go through your team's transfers, you're gonna be really mad at some of the players they sold. How are they somehow in debt?
Yeah, it's one bad year.
Well, when the media just like link you to random players you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do that, and then I go and buy them. I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
actually should. I forgot it now.
I'm not saying I've never done that.
Max Buyer.
What? But oh my god.
Oh, did Becker?
Verdun, I'm gonna kill you this year. I'm gonna annihilate you.
Okay, yeah. The media wants me to buy Max Buyer, and yeah, I've already spent a lot of money on strikers this offseason.
Vowing revenge on Crimeans.
I'm gonna annihilate. I'm gonna defenestrate you, Verdun.
I see.
What did Verdun do?
They signed a loanee I wanted to loan.
Here.
Prolonging
I'll send
chose
you
me
a
over
far less good.
Oh, look
left
at me. Okay.
The preseason odds are Bayern Munich, Frankfurt, Hertha, Dortmund, Leipzig, Leverkusen.
To be fair, I don't think those are taking into account our new signings yet. So.
Hey, they're predicting me in 8th. That's not the worst.
Yeah, 1 in 33 chance. That's worth a punt.
Well, they really think Cologne are going to fall back to earth, huh?
Probably right, to be honest. I
Well,
think
yeah,
a
I
couple
mean,
other players
They're
are
gonna have a cooling off period.
going.
No, Cole are gonna win the league.
I guess Liverpool did not actually complete the Thielman transfer attempt.
They predict
He-
I'm gonna
he-
get
Listen,
16.
Adam Armstrong, he's gonna be settled. He's gonna be ready. He's gonna be unleashed.
He really is just a pace merchant.
It worked against me. He had like 4 or 5 goals against me.
He scored like 2 against me.
He's a pace merchant, and business is good.
I've just realised that Suarez's first game for us is probably going to be against the Met Police.
Get him, Suarez.
Perfect time.
Taking a bite out of crime.
Like, my team talk is literally just going to be, like, you know, just a list of names that they've murdered.
Suarez.
I don't think they give you that much time for the team talk.
Oh, I mean, like, you know, there's plenty of time on the plane, mate.
In the last week.
Actually, maybe we'll take the boat just so that we have enough time.
Slim, is Podlick 18 or 19?
I think he's 18, or he was when I last checked.
He's 18 until he's
No,
19.
he's 19 now, I think.
Believe me, I've been watching Luka Podlick for a while.
Yeah, you're gonna be watching him at all of my games when he's playing for me.
Yeah, I think he's 19 because I remember being less interested in him once he turned 19 and I couldn't make him homegrown.
Wow. What are you, an SA mod?
Looking forward to this tick.
Yeah.
Is this the tick?
No.
This is the tick
We're not
where
at
the
it
game
yet.
takes 10 hours.
This is
for
the
it.
loans expiring tick.
Oh,
Or
good.
some of them.
This is the tick that's important for me.
Both today and tomorrow have loans expiring.
And me.
Well, specifically, I have two loans that I need to wait for them back to offer.
Also, I sent someone on a intensive language course and then realized it was the scout that I signed. So,
No, it's good. You're increasing the general level of knowledge, the general knowledge.
Wow, Belgium lost to Turkey. A little embarrassing.
Italy lost to Turkey, Bisk.
Oh, wow, I didn't even see
I got
that.
an update about it because Trisoldi played and kind of did
Italy are
me.
shit.
Wow, Italy finished last in their group?
They were playing Trisoldi as a fucking, like, AMR instead of a striker, so I'm convinced that the Italian coach is very bad at soccer.
Oh, okay. You're all
God.
too good for Luca Campanile, huh?
I haven't gotten the offer for him yet, which is probably a bad sign for you.
Got no offer?
He got stuck in the fax
Why
machine.
would
One
you
sec, but-
loan 2 left backs from me?
Love to check my transfer center and just see a whole ton of sudden loan offers from Schalke. Oh no, these are sales. What are you fucking? What?
Oh, that's why I suddenly have these in my. Fuck.
Yeah, you don't get an email about them for some unclear reason. They just show up in your transfer activity and don't.
Are you sure you want to cancel the offer? The offer that I didn't fucking make? Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even know that was possible.
To offer to a human.
There's a
Is that what you're doing?
an offer to clubs.
Because like it's like, it seems like it's auto accepted on our ends. You know.
No,
We
that's
have to-
just an offer. It's not an acceptance.
So Italy has a rivalry
If you
with
ignore
South
it, you're not
Korea.
gonna accidentally buy the guy.
Yes,
Oh.
because
It's
South
close
Korea,
order.
Purchase him.
when South Korea and
South
Japan
Korea
hosted the
cheated,
World Cup,
dude.
they did one of the most blatantly, obviously rigged games I've ever seen, with several extremely dodgy penalties to get South Korea through like the quarters or something.
I
Excuse
see.
me. South Korea were victims of
It-
the single worst
it was-
refereeing decision in that World Cup, if you recall.
Yeah, they just also happened to be the hosts, and they just happened to fit the narrative that they
No, I
wanted.
mean
to
the one where who was it? Was it Neymar? I forget. Is it when they were playing Brazil?
It was too early for Neymar.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
they were taking a
Neymar would have
corner.
been like a
Somebody
small child.
kicked the ball at whoever the Brazilian player was who was taking the corner, hit his leg, and then there was like a beat, and then he went down holding his face. I think it's down. Like literally the single worst refereeing decision of anyone.
Oh, I think I remember seeing that video.
Like, yeah, I mean the guy never left it down because it was the most cynical dive imaginable. Point being, like obviously they were just balancing that out.
Yeah, they just happened to make a horrendous decision right after that one to make it look less suspicious. You know.
Well, it was in the group stages.
I'm just waiting until we get fucking like Keith Stroud assigned to one of our playoff matches, and I go insane in anticipation.
He's so good. He's probably the best referee we've got in
Oh
the
god,
country.
fucking Keith Stroud. That was a Keith Stroud masterpiece.
Oh my! How does that guy have a job?
How does that guy have a job?
It's like it's not even just me being biased because both sets of fans were chanting that he had no fucking clue what he was doing.
He brought the fans of football together.
My favorite part is they've been talking about promoting him to the PL recently. Like, please do get him out of here.
Hey, I stole.
No, he's gonna follow you up.
Yeah, I stole a physio from Werder.
From Verdant Bremen.
My head physio now has 20 physiotherapy. Let's go. Oh. I wouldn't have bothered other than my actual head physio retired at 67. Gotta raise retirement ages in Europe just to prevent this from happening. Macron has a good start though. I'm waiting to see how long this July 1st takes.
Yeah,
Because I assume everyone has like 15 transfers.
It's gonna take 3 days.
I've got a mere 5 signings coming in.
I have 3 transfers out, 2 transfers in.
Hell yeah, Madeira re-signed through 2030.
No, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting until the next tick. The tick after this.
Luka Podlaki is 19.
Monday, when everything happens.
Guardiola makes sensational return to Bayern Munich. Let's fucking go.
Wait.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, this
God.
happens.
Oh, round 2.
Yeah,
Huh?
I don't
Oh
know
my
how
God.
I'm supposed to feel about this.
Yeah, no, this is some incredible drama for the beginning of season 3.
Oh boy.
Did Pep get fired?
I think he
Yeah.
just left.
He's
Oh yeah, he did
unemployed.
get
Pep get
fired.
fired for coming in 3rd?
I see that Stuttgart is interested in one of my wasteman wasteman defensive.
Listen, that doesn't. That's not important. What's important is I'm
Sean.
making you a loan offer
Oh, for who?
for Hugo Sequer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Who am I interested in? Maybe.
What's his name? Like, he's a shitty, 28-year-old right back that I bought for nothing at the very beginning of the game. Juan Escobar.
This guy's not on a short list for me. The media's making that up.
All right, well, he wants to go to you instead of to Espanyol. So he's
Well,
just going to be disappointed.
Sucks for him.
Verdun, Elbrak, Uhu, Lama. The players aren't back yet, I think.
They're not back yet. Yeah.
It's just
I
The
was
loanies have returned. In
Yeah.
most-
Chelsea
I
have
got that,
completed
but
the
half of them
signing.
are still purple, so I think
Chelsea have completed the signing of Weston McKennie for the fee of 12 million.
Whoa.
Weston McKennie?
Weston
Chocolate player.
McKennie has been
Right.
so
I was
awful for
renegotiating,
Leeds this year. It's
various contracts or
hilarious.
staff, and then I came up against a staff member who I couldn't get GM negotiate for, and I realized it because they were
It
the
was the
general
GM?
manager. Yes.
Yeah, just negotiate your contract. It'll be fine.
I trust you. Don't worry.
Hey, what's this 99% yearly wage increase?
It's a standard in England.
20-year contract.
standard, fairly standard. I forgot the crimes I did to Gladbach's managerial history.
Oh, now players have an opinion on their fucking asking price?
Back in my day, they didn't even know what their asking price was.
Back in my day, they were too drunk to count.
In my day, you went round manager's
But-
house with a
But
fiver.
I like
and
how
a packet of crisps.
well, no, the promise was that you would attempt to qualify for the Europa League.
Yeah, I don't
But-
know.
An attempt was made.
It's true that we did play in the Bundesliga this year.
I mean,
Has
you could
anyone
even
got a
play in
table objective?
like the Bundesliga 2 and win the Pokal, right? So
What'd you say, Slim?
Does anyone still have the mid-table objective?
That my supporters still want mid-table.
That's it. Nobody else.
I have top half.
Yeah, I'm also top half.
Okay, so
I am
I'm pretty
attempting to avoid relegation.
I'm pretty sure like half of us in the Bundesliga were like they had mid-table as an objective, and then suddenly everyone's board started sandbagging, and now everyone's like avoid relegation.
I mean,
I mean,
had
mine was
mid-table
qualified for
in the
Europa
Bundesliga.
League, and they dropped it. So
This is Antoine. Oh fuck! When Sean now leaves, he's gonna be the fucking. I forgot that Sean now was my captain. Fuck.
Oof, getting this train wreck in the fucking floor and all that. Piece of shit.
I've got 13 minutes to make it one day.
Well, hopefully I promise to sign a new contract, I'll be allowed to wait a day, so we can get into the transfer window.
Yeah, if you promise someone a new contract, yeah, they'll wait a few days before.
It's a week. The promise has been a week, which is why I was like,
hey, I can ask for a new contract again. I'm not going to do that. But
Red Bull want to buy Marcel Wennick. I think I'm going to sell him. At one point, I wanted to make him a homegrown player, but then I guess at some point I forgot and loaned him out, ruining him forever. So he's
Well, this
finished.
loan finishes.
the loser mentality from the loser mentality, like, king.
Okay, new month. New month? Yeah.
I forgot that I
Yeah,
put
we just
a
need the
20
morning
v
pick.
goal clause for this center back.
Everybody arrives at 9 o'clock. Like, no paperwork is done before 9.
Oh.
it's actually 9 o'clock.
I don't know.
I think
No,
it is.
it was a joke.
No, I know. It's just I'm trying to think of what it like. Either like.
It's 8
8
o'clock.
Oh, okay. Gravenberch and Eintracht Frankfurt target. A breathtaking bid in the region of 116 million. Yeah, I mean, if you can offer me 116 million, I'll definitely consider it.
Ito, Verdant, Uhu, Carter.
I had transfer offers coming, dude.
You piece of shit.
It's the transfer window now, so.
Oh, we need it to be 9 o'clock. Who the fuck said that?
I said that. It was a bit. I loudly announced it was a joke, Jim.
Also, Viz,
more can I
you're
telegraph that?
apparently
Sure,
going to
it's gonna
spend
work on me over.
75 million pounds on a striker from
already
that,
did.
so maybe you can fund that with the Gravenberch deal.
Yeah, I don't know why I would want this guy. I mean, he's good, but like, I have good strikers already. Oh, he's Zambian. Okay, that is a point in his favor.
It's a very strong point, I would say.
He does have 42 caps for them. That's pretty cool.
Imagine if I somehow did. Like, I just, like, triggered Gravenberch's minimum fee, Lavia's minimum fee, fucking Bella Kacha. Like, what would you even do?
Does Gravenberch have a minimum fee release clause?
I don't know. I assume.
Making
No,
making up
he
making up
has one for
scenarios.
clubs in the
Imagine I was a
Champions League,
total
but I'm in the
jerk.
Champions League now, so I don't think it can be triggered.
Let me just make up a scenario, and then say, what would you do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If you gave me like 300 million euros for like a handful of my players, I think I could live with it. Like,
The thing I wonder
Cheap
in
and
this
large
scenario,
and signing.
The
in this
worst
scenario-
possible version of this. Here's what I would do if I was Viscardus and you did all that. I would, first of all, I would sign John Bellington. Second
Right.
of all, I would win the league.
But
Third of
could
all,
he?
I would call everyone racial slurs.
like, he should have the money to do it right now if he could. That's the thing. I feel like he can't sign the actual top players in this scenario. He would just have tons of money.
Try it and see.
I
Yeah,
did.
so
He
many
didn't
fucking
sign
emails
Bellington.
trying to pop up over each other.
everybody gets a language course.
You get a language course. And you get a language course.
Bro, why is it set like this?
My god, the player got trait from entering.
Correct.
Literally all of my contracted players are getting signed, so I think I am going to become the loan team. I'll have a squad entirely made out of a
I
loan
think
team.
I'm going to make a Luis Suarez lead a mentoring group.
I can't see how this could possibly go wrong.
Well, you know,
We should
it's
invite Luis Suarez to the
kind of
Discord,
youngsters for him to
honestly.
get his teeth into, you know?
angry about signing a player who doesn't look like he'll ever be good enough. I don't know how I signed him, guys. It's just an 18-year-old who showed up from Dortmund somehow.
All right. What is OB? OB is a Swedish team. All right. Or it's a Danish team. Same thing.
Not record transfer fee. Oh yeah, I also spent record transfer fee.
I broke the Aspria transfer fee record by signing my new striker.
And
Oh.
below.
I have a Bosnian kid who's actually really good.
Yeah, my
Slow
new
though.
keeper. My new keeper is Kosovan.
Yeah, wow, Lavia is now valued at 74 to 103 million. Pretty good if he keeps developing.
Ito, your competition for Podlak on loan is Birmingham?
Listen, if you send him to Birmingham, he's gonna become a broken man. He's gonna be
That
like
is
the
true.
he's gonna be wandering around fields, not knowing where he
They
is.
want him as a back. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
That's really shit.
Yeah, when I get the 0 wages paid fringe player offers, it's like,
I mean, I will
Fuck
always,
off.
whenever I get that offer, I will always. Like when I get that offer, I will go and crank it up and see if the AI will listen.
thing I don't trust the AI because I find often when I crank up how much to play him, if their initial offer was bad, they still won't actually play him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see how you could even negotiate for that shit. Because the AI like has like an amount they want to play.
I mean, it'll allow you to yell at them if they don't hit that amount,
But then
but
they
like,
never listen.
yeah. Or they will tell you yes, and then it's still like a 50-50 on whether they actually do it, so like, you know, whatever.
I am excited about Marquis. I think he's very good.
I also
I
think
think
he
he's
is
my captain eventually.
Just release a bunch of guys in free.
I'm so confused. Even after signing Nico, his value is still like 7 million. I don't understand how this player is not worth more than that.
Oh, maybe he's bugged.
Like,
Because that happened to him in 21 as well.
meanwhile, Schroden Mustafi is valued at double what Nico is, despite being a 32-year-old who is significantly worse.
Is his reputation just like super low or something?
Maybe I don't know. Like, it's maybe it'll fix itself. I don't know. Just it seems very strange. He's very clearly worth more than that.
Verdant
I don't know. He should be worth like at least like 3 times that.
Sorry, I'm having to talk to a guy angry that I changed his playing time.
Ooh, yeah, that'll happen.
I just don't bother.
Oh, a player's value actually went up coming to me from Barcelona.
And was he on like Barcelona B or whatever?
No, you're seeing your team.
New contract bounce.
It's usually the opposite happens in the contract.
Bochum doesn't want Merlin Roll. So the thing about Merlin Roll is that he is natural at midfield and defensive midfield, but he's also accomplished at center back, and he has jumping reach 15, so he's not a shorty.
Oh, shit.
Sesma, though, is very keen on making the move, so he should hopefully go to you.
Well, that's good. Malone and Krastev.
I saw that loan and I didn't remember where it came from. I'm like,
Oh no, I just offered him out to everybody, so
Oh.
don't. If you want him, go ahead and make an offer for him. I don't need any wages for him.
Also, I just kind of assume you made that loan offer reasonable because I didn't actually look at it.
It was what we agreed upon.
Yeah. I saw the wage percent. I just mean in terms of the other clauses, I didn't look at them at all.
I don't even know what ridiculous clauses I could put into something.
I don't know.
All right, my off season is done, except for one thing.
God, I've still got 15 million and 100,000 pounds a week in the bank. I could still make a deal here.
There is one more deal. There is one more deal left in me. I don't know. I don't quite know what it is.
Also, how's the Entric loan proposals going?
It was banned.
Yeah, we're not doing it.
We agreed
Oh,
not to do
okay.
it. And by
I
agreed,
would have
mean
already done it.
Oblit imposed the agreement.
I missed that, but that was a good decision.
I didn't read the 16 pages of essay. I just...
You made a choice.
Well, you made the correct one. So.
Also, Rogue, here's the thing. If we were doing the Endrick loan deals, we wouldn't have had to wait until now. We could have done it immediately.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I thought you were doing them, so I assumed that they'd already been offered. So I was wondering how they were going.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't actually look at Endrick.
No,
before.
I set a reminder for his birthday because I'm gonna be there. I'm pushing out the boat for him.
I mean, it's a shame that he's gonna have.
He
such
may
a
die,
horrible accident the day before his birthday.
and then he's gonna be on 100K a week for me.
That is that's the thing that's gonna be that's the super funny thing is the gets past the winner of the Endrick sweepstakes. What if Oblit destroys him? What if you are destroyed?
I mean, honestly, he's not that expensive. So even if that did happen, like, I don't know, you're not.
If you like throwing like 30 million into a
It's
pit or
worth
something.
a fucking gamble in it.
It's worth a punt.
If I'm going to be a selling club and the big clubs are going to come and take away my players that I've developed, I might as well get new ones to develop so that they can take them away again in 2 years. Like, I'm not going to be able to hold on to Endrick. He's going to demand a release clause.
I mean, I was able to get him without a release clause as Middlesbrough in the Champions League. Which is like not a terribly high reputation club, so you may actually be able to get him without one.
Well, the thing is, I'm going to be bidding against other players, so I'm going to give him the release clause so he's more likely to come to me, because I'm pretty sure that's how I got Moriba.
That is fair. That could make a big difference, to be honest.
It'll still be like $100 million release clause, but...
What age do players stop benefiting from mentoring generally? It's like 24.
23.
Is it 23?
They also stop if they've played a certain number of senior games. I think it's like 100 or something.
Once somebody's played about 50 senior games, the effect is going to drop off substantially.
See, I'm debating, do I promote Wisdom Amy in order to have him mentored by good mentors, or do
I'm sorry,
I keep
did you
him in
spend
my...
all that money on him and put him in your fucking twos? You're
Yeah,
disgusting.
he's in my
I
twos.
hate you. Like,
He bid like twice as much money in the transfer offer as I did, by
fucking
the way.
shit.
Can I loan Wisdom Amy? He needs games, right?
Nah, I need him to be homegrown.
I looked at him, but honestly, I mean, I'm sure he'll be good, but I feel like his
He
stats
was
are
on my
just...
list. He was not worth that money.
Yeah.
He's
I
kind
think
of a
he's
weird
a
player.
good center back. I don't think he's a good fullback.
Well, the thing is, he's got 9 marking.
But he doesn't have good jumping reach, does he?
He has like
Or am I
14 or
getting
something.
mixed up? Oh, okay. Maybe it's what I thought. Coln want nets. Fuck off.
Okay, well, Nance is offering me a ridiculous amount of money to loan Enzoma, though, but they are only offering squad player.
Folks, we've got our first. We've got a. All right, I gotta prepare my joke. We've got a team in on Endrick.
Say it.
Endrick Joshin. Endrik.
On the first day of the window, the Bundesliga spent 402 million euros.
Donks.
Oh, yeah,
Also-
we're, overtime though.
Also,
We
to
are
clarify,
So we are.
Wisdom Amy was intended to be my replacement for Tuda, who I intended to sell for 47 million. But Tuda's at the club, so I'm owned.
So you fucking.
Oh, I actually need to change the name of this save. There we go. Fix.
Well, next week I will continue to attempt to kick this motherfucker out of my club.
The Endrick Warriors next week.
I look forward to the LP update of here's what 1861 should have done the transfer window, and it's just like 80 loans.
Gotta keep your own records for this shit. I can't keep track of all of you.
I mean,
That's why I keep posting
when I've
shit to
loaned
the,
them all in, I'll just like screenshot my squad all being blue players.
It's gonna be really funny when you win the Bundesliga 2 with like 90% loan squad.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, we can't loan to Ito, he's getting too strong.
I'll keep loaning to you. I fear no man.
So I'd like to point out that I made all my sales to foreign clubs, and that's why my received is so low.
That's fucking disgusting.